Hi everyone. So I've been getting requests lately about how to draw this and that, a lot of things, I guess. And it's really hard to put it into words, so I thought I'd at least make some small tutorial of some form, I guess. Before I do anything, I do apologize if my dog starts barking. He likes people, I guess. I don't know, but probably bark. Say hello. Hello. Um, so today I think I'm just gonna do heads, facial features kind of stuff, because that's kind of what I started off with when I first got into drawing myself. So, one thing I must say is that, can you sit? Sit. Sit. Thank you. Is that, um, with women, their heads are a lot more round and balloon shaped, I guess. I'm sure you all know it already. Men, longer, same shape. One thing that I keep in mind when I draw faces is maybe water balloons. Depending on the shape that they end up to be, you can tell if they're round or whatnot. Some shapes tend to be for male heads, some of them for women, but that's just me. I don't know. Maybe you got your own metaphor. Who knows? So, I like drawing women, so today I'm gonna draw some chick's face. I don't know who. I guess we'll just find out. So, first off, for people who start off basically, I guess, go for a circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then you're gonna angle it. Again, think of a balloon. If I were to make my balloon rounded and just make that little thing there, but we don't need that tip today. Tip, huh. Now, I know as I started to learn how to draw in all the tutorial books that I looked through, there was this weird line thing that people would do. I hate that, though it's good for when you're drawing different aged people, I guess, but I just don't play with that as much. For some of you, it might be helpful. Me, no, please no. So, I do kind of have a problem with those, but if you want to kind of imagine those lines there, be my guest, please. So then, well, I drew this at an angle. Never mind, I'll just keep on with it. Eyes end up being, let's see, this is middle, maybe a fourth, no, not even a fourth, but there. Eyebrows would be just above that. Maybe hairline at the eyebrows or lower, depending how emo your character turns out to be. So my eyes are going to come right about here, because that seems just about right for me. Maybe you guys like it lower or higher, depending how big you want your eyes. Now, one thing between some women that I draw, their eyes are either super round and kawaii desune. Please don't hate. But yeah, I mean, I know I'm not explaining much, I'm just kind of doing, and to me that's the best way to go, I guess, ish, kinda. Because I'm not here to tell you how to draw, I'm just trying to help you figure your way out onto how to start. So, I mean, just do your thing. Make it your own. Be cool, dude. So, more circles. And then don't forget the pupil. Make it as dark as possible because everyone's pupils are darker than my soul. One thing I used to do when I was younger is that I'd draw eyes and I'd add like a bajillion sparkles in there to make it so anime, and it just, now that I look back to my old drawings, they're just horrifying. Let's just not talk about that. But between that, I also go with maybe a bit more slender for some women, depending how serious they are. Maybe even mad. There's maybe a few male characters I use this for too because they're super feminine. Shade. eyelid, eyelashes. So again, depending which one you want, I actually think I end up drawing this mostly out of all the times I draw, just because of more circular, accurate thing, I guess. I don't know. But, so with this, let's finally draw some eyes. You're gonna draw your circle, an angle. So it's gonna be kind of like half a dome shape. Like there's your circle, oval thing. Football, there we go, it's football. You can draw your middle pupil. But when you finish the eyelid, it's gonna overlap that iris thingy. Same thing with the bottom, and you're gonna thicken that. Half of that circle is gonna be covered. Just add your shinies wherever you want them, I don't care. And then that should be that, and then if you erase that extra line, you should get your eyes. So I guess that was my little tutorial on eyes. I don't know. Again, this is weird. I'm just trying to be helpful. And it's very rare for me, and I'm sure a lot of people out there, to draw the same eye twice. So if you get frustrated that you can't get the next eye right, like, don't be hard on yourself, because that's everyone's struggle. And now with noses, if you remember me drawing that line straight down here, the nose does kind of fall on that line. And depending which way your character is looking, go ahead and draw that nose. Don't hate how odd that looks, how derpy it is. And mouths, I don't know how to explain mouths, that's another thing. I don't like drawing massive lips at all. Though sometimes I do it because I make them wear lipstick and that's the only way to show it. Other times it's just a line to show some lips, or their mouth's opening because they're smiling. And then let's do one with teeth. So this one would be, that's like a brat's kind of lips. Okay, but for me, I'm just gonna do a simple line. And for hair, what do I want today? Let's do short. I'm gonna make my face rounder because I like it rounder. Well, before I go with hair, necks, shoulders, knees and toes. With the neck, I don't even know how I started to average the neck. Just make sure it's not too big, not too small, because I remember also when I was younger, I used to draw my characters with their heads, and they had really pretty faces, but in the end they had really thin, like, I'm not even exaggerating, that's how thin their necks were, and everything else was okay, but I mean, really. So, just, I gotta tell you, just average it. Men's are gonna be just about twice as much. What's wrong? Who's there? Who's in the well? Okay. Sorry. So, yeah, just average it out. And, I mean, do what you want to do. If you want to give them clothes or not, I'm just gonna stop right there with shoulders, because I'm gonna save bod for another day. So short hair, there's two ways you can draw hair. You can either do streaks, so then, I mean, you get strands of hair. Sometimes I like to do it in chunks, and majority of the time I'll do chunks and maybe add detail in the hair. I don't know, I've been going back and forth between the two lately, but when it comes to coloring the actual drawing, it's easier to do it when I do chunks. Otherwise, if I do it in strands, I probably won't go back to it. Another one I've been getting into actually is like actual chunks of it, like maybe wings, pretty much. So, short hair, what kind of bangs do I want? Let's see. Let's go side. Hair, just think of your own hairline. It comes right about there, maybe. Kind of makes that heart shape. Ears, I never draw ears, but they would be, technically your ears are from the top of your eyes to the bottom, so they're going to be just about there. But like I said, I never draw ears. I don't like drawing ears unless they're sideways. And so with hair, I don't even draw this line. That's just something for you guys to consider, I guess. And as you keep going, just kind of want to erase that head shape. Because, I mean, you don't want to see your head line in the drawing after you're done with it. I mean, unless you want to, whatever floats your boat. I like to add shinies in the hair as a guide. So when I go back to color it in, I at least know where I want to keep it shiny. Otherwise, I mean, there's your face for a woman. Maybe next week, maybe tomorrow, who knows, I'll do another one for male face, and then maybe we'll move on to anatomy. Who knows? But I hope this was helpful for you. I'm sorry if I was kind of weird through it, because I've never done a tutorial before, and it's kind of weird to just do the commentary thing over it, but again, I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was helpful. Have a good rest of the day and have fun drawing.